This is the Old 77 Podcast.
Welcome, folks, to the Old 77.
Hey, it's a safe place.
In an unsafe
World.
Episode 150.
Welcome to Season 7.
Can you believe it?
No.
Can you believe it?
I can't. I never thought when we started this thing out we'd be doing 150 episodes already.
That's about 3 years worth of shows, almost.
That's almost.
106, I guess, would be 3 years.
I think we've only skipped
one or two.
a handful.
Yeah.
A handful of shows.
Probably less than one hand, I think.
Yeah.
For sure.
I mean, it's a handful.
It is a handful.
Aw,
It is a handful. Yeah.
So any hoodles, what's going on, fellas?
Just back.
Three of us tonight.
Just back from Colorado.
Yeah.
Had a nice little 9-day trip out to there. We stayed in a treehouse for the first couple nights. I think I sent you guys pictures,
yeah.
right?
Treehouse.
We did the
I
treehouse
saw
thing.
that.
Yeah.
Are you the only one who here hasn't stayed in treehouse yet?
I am the only one that hasn't stayed in a treehouse.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Look at us, Dave Treehouse Brothers.
It was cool. It was cool. Now, so the first night we were there, it was just me and the wife and the kids. And then the second night, Cassie and her husband showed up.
Yeah.
It was a little tight in there on the second night.
I bet.
With them there. So like there were two
I mean, you're high up in the trees.
There's
I
a
bet.
loft.
And
There
you
was a
had
loft.
sex. You were just saying that earlier. I bet it was.
There was a loft with two, like, I don't know, maybe whatever the size up from twin mattresses.
All right.
A full
Just
double.
just enough
Yeah.
to have a double.
So there was
Yeah.
enough. There was enough there. So like the first night we slept on the big bed downstairs, but then when Cassie and Steven got there, we went upstairs and slept up there.
So you could watch over them?
On the loft, so I could peep in on their sex.
Right. Yeah.
So
I was just going to say that. Non-creepily.
no, they're
We
cool.
had the periscope and everything. We
Yeah.
could look over the wall.
As they
It's
start
fun.
to get it on, Dave just plays sweet music.
That's right. I just like
That
to
would be cool,
serenade people.
honestly.
I just like to serenade people
Dave
when
just
they
kicks
fuck.
out the ukulele and
Yeah.
starts.
I did bring the little travel guitar. I didn't bring the ukulele.
No, no uke.
But I really didn't play much while I was there. I was too busy.
Really?
I
Doing
wondered
other
if
stuff.
you were doing all that.
But I always bring it just in case, just in case a impromptu sing-along session happens. You never know.
Yeah.
So you got to keep the guitar on ready.
That's a skill I wish I had.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
You
Yeah.
don't give yourself enough credit, dude. You can play.
Do you believe in the 100-hour rule?
You mean the 10,000-hour rule?
Yeah, sorry, 10,000-hour rule.
I mean, sure. I think it's a good.
Oh God,
Good
I want
guideline.
to say, but no.
I've thought about that though, and I've thought about how many hours have I actually played guitar. And I don't know. I don't know how many hours.
Yeah.
I need to figure
How
it
many
back up
days are
again.
10,000 now?
Well, when did you start playing guitar? We'll put it that way.
13 or 14.
And how many times a day would you say you play your guitar?
That's 27 years,
27 years for what?
right?
27. If you just
You've
took.
been playing guitar for 27 years.
I have been playing guitar for almost that long.
10,000.
Actually, that long, because I'm 40 and I
Right.
started when I was
Divided by
13.
365?
Yeah.
Yeah. 27.39.
So I would say, let's say on average, how many times a week do you play your guitar?
At least 6 days a week.
6 days a week.
Yeah, there's not very many days where
There
I
you
don't pick
go.
it up. But sometimes that's just me teaching.
Or
you
just
know?
playing like today.
Yeah, or just playing,
Yeah.
or yeah.
So fun fact, we're recording, there's daylight outside.
That's right. We're
What?
doing
And there's
it
a
now.
window over there.
There's a window.
was just gonna say,
Breaking news.
Breaking news, we have a window in the studio we didn't even know we had.
Yeah.
This happened last time.
Yeah, the old Sunday afternoon podcast
Yeah,
again.
these are nice.
They are.
I don't
Get
mind
together, yeah.
Get together, chill.
Yeah.
It is
Chill.
chill.
I still have some evening left when I get done here.
Absolutely.
Hang
I'm
out
going to go
with the fam.
grocery shopping.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. We
Yeah.
did that yesterday.
I got to do that.
Yeah. We did that yesterday.
Where's your favorite place to go grocery shopping?
I like Aldi's a lot.
Really?
Yeah, you guys are Aldi's folks.
Because I can get just about every bare necessity I need in bulk at Aldi's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if I need, select something, well, I can go to Walmart for that, or I can go here, or even better, if it's super urgent and I need like a bag of powdered sugar, for instance. I wouldn't do that, but if I needed a bag of powdered sugar, I would go to either Hy-Vee or down to Dollar General.
DG.
Can't go wrong with DG.
Yeah.
Old DG.
But if you take some granule sugar and put it in a coffee grinder and you pulse that thing a couple times, bam, you got powdered sugar. So
Oh,
don't worry about that. Powdered sugar's a fucking scam. Just saying.
Life hacks. So is that really all they do? Is they
Yeah,
just,
it's
they
just ground up.
Yeah.
It's just ground up granule sugar. They just keep grinding it.
I had no
To
idea.
make it to a powder.
I had no idea.
Went to Hobby Lobby and got a fucking little like grinder, like smoothie maker.
Yeah.
It was like $24.
Like a little
There's
And
all
bullet?
sorts of cool stuff at Hobby Lobby.
It is,
Yeah.
dude. Hobby Lobby's my fucking jam.
Hobby Lobby's pretty dope.
It is.
Man.
Hobby Lobby and Hob.
Oh, the Hob store.
They both have
Haven't been there in a
Hob in
long
them.
time.
I went to the Hob store Saturday.
Yeah. Did you find any goodies?
No.
No.
No,
Nothing?
I haven't found anything in a while, man.
Yeah. Or you're just finding the same old shit that you've already found.
No, it's like the first, I'll give it maybe the first month. It was
Yeah.
dope. They
Yeah.
had all sorts of stuff, you know, that works great down here.
Yeah.
Hell, half of this thing down here is lit with their stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, they had all sorts of podcasty style stuff. Now it's the same crap over
Just
and over and
home
over and
decor
over.
junk.
Yeah.
A whole lot of screen protectors.
They got
You
screen
know shit.
protectors.
Screen
Yeah.
protectors and phone cases.
Makeup, phone cases, masks.
Yeah.
Hell, for a while, if you found a mask in the bin, it was yours. You could just have it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've given up that hard on COVID. I don't give a fuck anymore. Just take it.
Yeah. Seriously.
You know?
Seriously, man. Let me think here. What else did I do? I went to Garden of the Gods. Have you guys heard of Garden of the Gods?
Is that the place where you can see like 3 or 4 different states? Is that the one I'm thinking of?
I don't know about that.
There's some place, I don't know if it's Colorado. I don't know.
There is the spot where Colorado and Arizona and
There's
New
like four-
Mexico,
yeah,
where
four
they
states
all
meet.
meet up.
Yeah, and you can like
Yeah.
see it if you stand on a certain spot.
I think you can actually like it's a big spot. You can walk around.
There's a big
Yeah.
like plaque.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
can put your foot on the plaque, and technically you're in all four. You're in all
Yeah,
four
all
states
four
at the
Yes,
same time.
That is it then. Good.
But let me see if I can find.
I'm from Illinois, so we have a Garden of the Gods in Illinois.
Do you?
So,
Where-
yeah.
where-
It's up north,
Okay.
northern Illinois. I can't remember exactly how far north. It's not Chicago north.
Put me up on the big screen.
Oh,
All right,
dude,
let's-
see, fucking jealous, man.
This is Garden of the Gods.
Son of a biscuit.
Just this really
Oh,
cool,
wow.
like rocky formation.
Wait, so that's like your son, right?
Yeah. People say that all the time. They're like, son of a biscuit. But like, yeah, no, he's at the
Yeah,
babysitter.
yeah,
Like,
he's
I
at
don't
the
understand.
babysitter.
Full shit in his pants right now, disappointing me.
Oh, he did in Dunham's earlier.
Oh.
Like, yeah.
He let one go
Nice.
in Dunham's. Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, that kid could shit.
not good.
It's not poop. He's
That's-
shit.
That's
Yeah.
my boy.
That's
Yeah.
my boy.
Like, we went in to go get Kate a fishing pole because we were going to go fishing out at my parents' later.
Right.
And I was like, oh, you don't have like a really nice fishing pole. You know, I've got a lot of nice shit. It's time to get you something nice. So we went in there. She's like, kind of looked at me. She goes, did you fart? And I'm like, no. If that was mine, I would announce it to the whole fucking store. And Cooper's just sitting there froze. I was like, oh, no. Then it started leaking out.
My
his
whole
diaper.
my whole family was
Yeah.
gassy on the way to Colorado. I was the only person in the van that didn't fart on the way up.
Dope. Did you see that too?
Yes, this is the cliff dwellings that I went to.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't
Yeah.
spend the night in one of those, did you?
No.
Airbnb it?
No.
That'd be awesome.
But I was telling my friends, like, yo, bro, if I would have been alive in the ancient Native American days, this would totally be my crib. It was cool. They took the natural form of the
Right.
cliff and then used
They just dug it out.
man and yeah, and then used a ton of bricks to, and it was pretty sophisticated too, man. They had this whole big fire pit in there, and they had holes, like so that all the ventilation was correct.
Like
and-
inside?
yeah,
Wow.
inside the dwellings. Yeah, I've got some videos and stuff from in there. But
Now,
yeah,
these were multi-level too, right?
yeah,
God, I'd hate to be the guy 3 up.
You
Yeah.
imagine being the dude who just like stumbled across this one day? Like, what the fuck?
Right?
So the little town that we stayed
Yeah, it
in,
had no context.
Yeah.
the little town we stayed in is called Woodland Park. There's no dispensaries in Woodland Park, so you had to go to Manitou Springs, and that's where the cliff dwellings are. They're in
Dope.
Manitou. Yeah, it's a cool little town, man. And everybody out there is just so chill and
Yeah.
nice. I mean,
Right,
people say that
'cause-
about Missouri too.
Right, because they can bury you any place in the outback they wish.
Yeah, absolutely. Got this fancy new Bigfoot hat that y'all were
Oh,
gawking
yeah,
over
yeah,
earlier.
we were
Yeah.
gawking over the Biggie foot hat. There we
see,
go.
I got
Dave
it,
might
I
not
got
make
it.
it
Here,
out
hold
here
on,
alive with
let's-
it.
Let's put this up. Here we go. Tabletop cam. Right on top here, Dave.
This one.
There you go.
Oh my goodness!
Look
Would
at
you
that.
just look at it?
So
Just look
Bigfooty.
at it.
That's so Bigfooty.
I do
love
have
it.
I do have a Sasquatch shirt that I acquired last year.
I like that you got to tuck your hair up and around too.
It's a whole thing, man. It's a whole thing.
Fucking gorgeous. I know.
You think this? Do you think this? Is, I just wake up in the morning and this just happens?
Yeah,
you just
no,
look
I
that good?
actually- I
Yes,
did. A lot of
every
planning.
fucking morning,
I did,
Dave.
man.
There's a lot of planning
did.
that goes into this, boys. So, what's new in Missouri? Anything exciting happened over the past week? Other than saw we got some really shitty storms. That was actually the night that I came back, but they missed us.
Did-
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
not here.
Yeah.
We had a lot
That
of
was great.
wind.
That was nice.
The outside for a bit there turned orange.
Interesting.
I thought something was gonna hit.
Yeah.
And then nothing.
It was windy the whole time we were in Colorado. Like so windy that merchandise was flying through the air when we
Yeah.
were walking down the
Oh,
main street.
Damn, that's
Yeah.
Score.
Signs were clanging. It was very.
vapes
very,
were filling my bag. It's so strange.
Yeah,
yes.
there's a
How'd
Maybe in a
this get
few-
in here?
Yeah.
I don't know how $600 worth of your product ended up in my bag. It was the wind.
The damn wind. Yeah. So one cool thing about Colorado, Colorado is a little less cool than it was before because now we have recreational in
No.
Missouri.
Yeah.
So what does that mean? Colorado's just now.
It took
Colorado.
it took the fun out of it.
Well,
It's
It's just
no.
beautiful now. instead of, like-
Colorado is still awesome. For one thing, the weed is cheaper there. It's about half price.
Oh,
half the
damn.
price that you would pay in Missouri most
So
of
is
the
it
time.
cheaper in Colorado or Oklahoma? I know Dave's a state
Oklahoma.
by state.
Oklahoma.
Sewer.
He's a state by state guy.
Without hesitation.
Yeah.
Oklahoma.
Now, I've never gone down to Oklahoma and actually purchased anything, but a quick little internet search and you can check prices on stuff down there, and it's ridiculously cheap.
Why is it so cheap down there?
Huge supply.
And no demand?
There's a lot of demand too. Oklahoma has more medical card patients per capita
Well, yeah.
than
'cause
any other state in the
That's the
country.
only way you can get it
Yeah.
in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I imagine there's some dude on the street like, hey, you want a medical card?
Yeah.
$15 right
Yeah.
around.
Oklahoma is let me see how many. It's because it's a fairly small state. Let's see. How would I Google that?
Population.
Medical marijuana, Oklahoma numbers, maybe. I want to say it's like 500,000 people or something in that state have it, but
They've
Yeah.
got they got pictures and stuff. Well, Dustin now was saying he got a picture on his,
oh, here it is right here.
and he was just like,
Now this is
I wasn't
I
prepared.
wasn't ready.
this is old. This is from 2020, but in 2020 they had almost 400,000
Damn.
medical card holders in Oklahoma.
I don't understand how they can not vote that in, recreation-wise.
Because I think they're pissed off at the way that they handled medical.
Maybe.
Because there's a whole lot of people that have come in from out of state, like a lot of people that went to Colorado when that whole gold rush started.
Yeah.
A lot of those people are in Oklahoma
Rush
now.
to Oklahoma.
Yeah, and apparently it's very, very there's very few like barriers to entry if you wanted to be a grower or if you wanted to open a dispensary.
But-
so
But still, why are they punishing them for that?
you mean
like-
like why did they vote it down?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think maybe they
Because
just
that doesn't even sound right. Like that they voted it down. You would think money-wise they would want this.
yeah. Well, they're making a ton of money just off of the medical side of
You
things
know,
too.
money-wise they would want this. I would think.
I think maybe they weren't happy about all of the non-local people that flocked to Oklahoma when they passed medical, and I think the citizens are just a little pissed off about
Perhaps.
the situation there.
I wonder what the population dynamic is. If it's more older Americans, retired conservatives.
I'd probably
type
say
thing.
I'd say it's older.
I
'Cause
would
know
say
a lot of
older,
people that go to
retired.
Oklahoma.
Older and retired.
Yeah.
Because I know there's like a ton of casinos down there.
Is
yeah,
there?
all the
Yeah.
Native American casinos.
Mhm.
Yeah.
My parents go down there all the fucking time.
I
It's-
never even think of Oklahoma as going anywhere.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's where a bomb went off in the federal building.
That's right. There's
That's
a new-
all I think of when I think of Oklahoma still to this day.
Wait a minute. No. Oh yeah, that building. Sorry.
Timothy McVeigh
Yeah,
blew up the Oklahoma
Yeah, Oklahoma
was-
City off whatever it was.
Was that a city office or was that
I think it was like a. Well, I think it was like a government office.
That's what I was thinking.
But
because they had-
also there
I
was a
just remember-
daycare in
yeah,
there too.
That's what I was going to say. I remember they had a government daycare in the base, like the floor of the building.
Yeah. I
And
thought
it killed all those kids. Horrible.
at first you were talking about Waco, which of course was in
No.
Texas. They've got a new
Ooh, that was crazy too.
They've got a new thing on Netflix all about Waco.
I saw.
Oh, do they really?
David
Yeah.
Koresh and something else. Yeah.
yeah, I haven't watched it yet, but I definitely will because I love all of that weird culty
I
shit.
just
I know,
finished
isn't that
watching.
good?
It's nothing real, but it was the night. Is it Night Agent on Netflix. That was pretty good. I watched it.
Night Agent.
Yeah, it surmises what would happen if the president of the United States decided to, or the vice president of the United States decided to kind of take over.
Okay.
It's an interesting take because you're like, well, that can't happen. Oh, shit, I guess that could happen if these select key things happen. And it really picks apart our government system a little bit.
Yeah,
almost
maybe
scrutinizing degree.
Maybe
you know?
exposes some of our weaknesses.
Maybe, but maybe not. You know,
Yeah.
you never know.
Yeah.
But still, it was pretty good.
Yeah. Okay, I'll have to watch that
Yeah,
then.
this dude, he's an FBI agent. In the very first scene, he's getting on a train, and some guy sees him throw a backpack under a chair, and then he leaves. And he's like, "What the hell?" And they move on to the next station. This dude goes over and he opens it up, and this guy behind him goes, "Is that a?" And you come up over, and it's a fucking bag full of C4. And he's like, yeah, it is. And so he goes over and he pulls the thing, whips out his badge. Guys, I'm an FBI agent. Exit the train now. There's a bomb. They don't know how to defuse it, so he just takes off. Well, he gets this little girl and her mom, and the thing blows up, and this dude slams against the wall. And then 5 seconds later, they've got him outside. They get everything. One dude died. They're checking him out. And then he looks in the crowd, and you can still hear the ringing in his ears. And he sees the dude.
Sees the guy.
And so he goes chasing after him, and they have this big fight. And then they come out of this alley, and the guy gets away, and this fucking car just smacks him. So he got blown up, then beaten up, then got hit by a car.
Have you ever seen To
Jeez.
Kill an Irishman?
Yes.
That's a good one.
That
That's
is a
based
good
off
one.
a true fucking story.
That actually
That actually happened.
actually is
That's
good.
a good fucking movie.
I don't
That
think
has,
I've ever
that has
seen that.
Colin Firth in it, right?
I don't know.
I think it's got Colin Firth and that other dude who became friends afterwards, and they're weird. Just weird together.
It's based off of this Irishman that worked at the Union docks and then ended up becoming like a union boss or something,
Yeah.
didn't he? And they didn't like the way he did
They didn't like the
things.
way he did things.
Now, you're
So
not talking
they-
about the movie that's just called The Irishman, the one with Joe Pesci?
No.
and-
No,
okay,
no,
okay.
it's To Kill an Irishman.
To
They
Kill an
blow
Irishman.
him up, they shoot him.
He gets
He's like blown up 2 or 3 times, set on
Right.
fire, a whole bunch of shit. Like, and
Yeah,
it's based
I
off
forgot
all
he got
true.
set on fire.
It's based off all true events.
Dude's got 9 lives.
Well, the dude's like Rasputin, you know.
It's a
They
good
poisoned him, they stabbed him, they castrated him, they killed him, they beheaded him, and then they went to town on him because he still wasn't dead.
Yeah.
Do you guys know the story of Phineas Gage?
Yes.
No.
Phineas Gage was a railroad worker who was working on the rail one
He
day,
was a tamp man.
and there was some sort of an explosion, and this metal rod shot through here and went through his head and out this way and exited his head.
You should Google Phineas Gage.
And
One of my best friends loves the story of Phineas Gage.
Yeah. But after that, Phineas was not quite the same.
No.
He lived, but he became a very angry, mean.
Look at that right there. That's a good representation.
Yeah,
of
that
Phineas.
picture right there, where I'm hovering the mouse.
Yep.
That's where it went through.
Yep.
But he survived, but he was not the same man after.
No shit.
Yeah.
Good old Phineas Gage.
I saw a thing the other day about a chicken that they beheaded and it stayed alive for like
yeah, I've
years.
seen that.
Yeah.
The headless chicken.
Isn't that
It's,
something?
Yeah.
it's cortex or whatever.
Really-
Its brain stem. was
Yeah,
still,
like the stem was still there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking bizarre, man. Yeah, he was a construction foreman. A large iron rod was driven completely through his head, destroying much of his brain's left frontal lobe. And
I
yeah,
bet
so
that was a hell of a headache.
yeah,
You know, for real. Like afterwards, I bet that guy had headaches for fucking the rest of his life.
but it's a fascinating case just in terms of like giving us an insight into how the brain works.
Oh, especially during that time too, when we had no clue. We probably thought there was still ghosts in your blood and prescribed cocaine.
Yeah,
Score.
I'm pretty sure I learned about this guy in AP psychology class. I think was where I learned about.
I
this
heard
So what, he
about
just
guy.
became a dick?
Apparently, yeah.
Like his friend said, he completely changed overnight. Like
Well, yeah, I bet.
his whole attitude was he was a very nice, jovial type dude. Afterwards, very confrontational, fuck you type dude.
yes.
Dude fucking lived through
But
that.
exactly,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
that's
you know.
this was what
Straight
the 1800s.
ball.
Yeah,
Balls.
1850s.
So mid 1800s. He's lucky to be alive. I'd be an asshole too. You
Yeah,
know?
straight up.
Yeah, man. And apparently before this happened, he was known as a hardworking, responsible favorite with the men in charge.
So if I remember right, Phineas was a tamp man. So whenever they would have, say, excess rock, like around here, for instance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you'd have rock in the way of the railroad. You would have to, instead of chisel it out, you'd have a dude drill down, put all of your powder and stuff down there, tamp it down, and then you'd have somebody light it. Boom, rock's gone.
Yep.
Well, Phineas hit it. Whatever he was tamping it
Boom.
with it shot that thing right up through his head, man.
Damn.
Now, I'm not for sure. Did they actually pull that thing out, or did it go all the way through?
I think it went through.
I
Yeah.
hope so.
Yeah, I think
I'd
it
like
went
to
through.
hope.
Yeah. So apparently it really changed him a lot afterwards, but slowly over the period of time, he kind of started to turn more back into himself.
Man, I'm sorry, dude, but if it's the mid-1800s and you survive a metal rod getting shot through the top of your head,
Yeah.
brother, if you want to be an asshole, you're an asshole, and I'm here for it.
I'm here
you
for
know,
you.
I'm here for you.
I'm
Yeah.
like Queen England after that.
You damn right.
That's a very interesting case.
You want little boys to go get you beers and cigarettes? You damn right. It's the 1800s. They were doing that anyway.
You've earned it,
Do
man.
that shit.
You've earned it.
I mean, I come around in the 1970s, and I still got to go into stores and buy my mom and dad smokes. So,
Fuck yeah.
did you ever get that?
I never bought smokes for my mom. I do remember stealing smokes from the gas station when I was in like 5th grade, because back in the day they weren't all
they
behind
were-
the counter.
Yeah, it was all out and about.
Oh,
I
really?
remember my friends doing that, but I never did that.
I tried so hard to be a smoker and just never.
I smoked one cigarette.
I've never smoked one.
Wow,
Really?
you and my wife are the same.
Nope,
Jesse's
I've-
never smoked a
I've
cigarette
never.
either.
I've smoked other things like cigars and J's
Oh,
and other
yeah.
things. I mean, I'm not saying I haven't smoked, but
Yeah,
I've
cigarettes
I've
way
never s-
fucking different.
Yeah.
never smoked tobacco.
And they, if it were just the tobacco, it would be one thing. But it's all the other shit that they put
Yeah.
in there, all that other fucking nasty, chemically addictive shit.
Oh, all of it.
I mean,
It's all going to be there anyway. You
Yeah.
know?
nicotine by itself is not that bad.
What
it's
is it?
It's actually a nootropic. Like
What do
a-
they call it? Red Man's Revenge? Nicotine?
I've never heard that before.
Really?
But I
Never
know that obviously the Native Americans were big into using
Right.
tobacco and used it for medicinal purposes.
They used it for
too.
medicinal purposes. They used it for visions. For
They use
you
it in
know,
ayahuasca ceremonies.
peace pipes,
Mhm.
you know, specific things like that. And then
Mhm.
it took us to roll it all up in Bible paper and smoke the
And
shit
then
out of
start
it, right?
throwing
Put some
fucking
fucking tires in
Right.
it.
yeah, throwing acetate and
Mm.
fucking what's the poison that I'm trying to think
Oh,
of?
formaldehyde?
all that shit.
Why the fuck are we putting that in there?
I don't
Just
think
to make
we,
it more
I
addictive.
don't think we put formaldehyde in it. I think the chemicals that they're using to preserve it
Mhm.
and maybe even cure it, or
Mhm.
you know, sometimes
It
like
just makes
sometimes
it to that.
with certain things they will spray like a flavor over it or something, right?
Yeah.
Maybe they're doing that too. And I think while it
The way it
cures
reacts.
and it reacts
Yeah.
with each other, I think it forms into
We just let that go.
at least molecule-wise formaldehyde.
In the words of the late Peter Jennings, cigarettes are the only product that, when used as directed, will kill you.
You know, that's a good point.
And he
man.
died of lung
And he-
cancer.
yeah, I was gonna say he died of cancer, didn't he?
Mhm, Yep.
Yeah.
Smoked for a very long time. That quote always stuck with me.
Well, heck, man, Johnny Carson did too.
He did. He fucking smoked during the middle of his
yeah.
show. He had.
That was back in the day when you could do that
Yeah,
on TV. You
yeah.
know.
But even when he wasn't doing it, even when you couldn't smoke on TV, he usually had a little cigarette going down.
Well, you always saw the wisp
down there, and you
yeah.
can see the
Yeah.
smoke coming
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
Same way with
Hi.
David Letterman.
Who's here? Is there a kid in here?
No,
Huh?
no kid.
No. Is there a wife in here? Hi,
Big-
wife.
Big kid.
A big kid. That's what I am.
Big kid.
I'm nothing but a big kid. Boys, let's take a quick break.
All right, let's do it.
Should we thank our Patreon peeps?
Sure, man. Go for it.
Let's start with the big homie Biscuit Strength.
Hey,
My
oh,
man.
hey,
Good to see your face, buddy. Let's go next with my good buddy Kevin, who I spent
What up, Kev?
7 days with in Colorado this past
Colorado
week.
Kev.
Had a great time. He bought himself a new Jeep, and on his way home, a fucking truck threw a rock and
That's a
cracked,
Jeep thing, bro.
cracked the shit out of his
Yeah.
windshield. But he was going off-roading and shit with the Jeep while we were up there. I got
Yeah.
some cool videos and shit. I'll show
Oh,
you.
man. Yeah.
So then let's move on with the big homie in Auckland, New Zealand, our good boy
JT.
JT and the Paranormal Son.
What's up, guys?
Let's talk about our friends at In the Groove Records.
Boom.
And let's talk about our homie Dub IZ
What up in the fam over chest team?
and our good friends with the Jefferson City Paranormal Society.
And there you go.
We need to
Gotta
get
use
them
two
back on
hands.
because I'm sure they got a lot going on, getting ready for spring and summer. tours and whatnot, I assume. So,
Yeah.
we need to chat with them soon, see what's
Absolutely,
going on.
man.
All right, folks, we'll be right back after this.
It doesn't matter what comes, fresh goes better in life. With Mentos fresh and full of life. Nothing gets to you, staying fresh, staying cool. With Mentos fresh and full of life. Fresh goes better. Mentos freshness. Fresh goes better with Mentos fresh and full of life.
Mentos, the fresh maker.
Give me some juice over there. Yeah. Oh.
Had juice the whole time, baby.
Sorry, it
All
was a
the
delayed
juice.
reaction. Oh, man, I love that organ.
That's nice. Yeah.
You know,
Hey.
you don't have to reinvent the wheel, right?
No, you really don't.
Just keep it simple. People love simple.
Kind of like this. Welcome back to the old 77.
I
It's a
when
safe
the
place.
trumpet hits.
Unsafe world.
World.
Yeah.
World. Uh-huh.
Goodness.
Segment 2. Feels like the cooldown, though, doesn't it?
You
Keep
all right?
standing. You almost made it. I'm
Oh.
almost there.
Oh,
I
is
was
your
like,
is
man.
your watch giving you tips?
Yeah.
Or it's
Keep moving.
So is your watch your motivator?
No.
No.
what is your motivator? My kids.
Me.
You?
Yeah. It's not your kids or your wife. Just you.
Me. Yeah,
I
no,
don't
me.
judge.
Yeah. No,
That's
me.
okay.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people,
I do this for me.
you know,
There you go.
I feel like when you are a better you are a better person to everybody else too.
Yeah. Have you seen Snoop when Snoop gives his like little speech? There's like, who would you like to thank? And he says me.
Yeah.
Have you
it's
seen
dope.
that?
It's dope. I was listening to
That's, I
I
love that.
I was listening to Snoop's affirmations on the way to work the other day.
Do you? I
did.
wondered.
I did.
I don't know if I could do that and think. Oh man, I can't do that.
Why not?
I don't, cause I'm used to old school Snoop, man.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I love,
You
I love,
know?
I love old school and I love new school Snoop.
Murder was the case.
I love
I
that
hit
too.
that so hard, and now I can't be like, oh,
Oh,
Life is good. Smile on your face.
because murder was the case.
Yeah, man. No, that dude's a national treasure
He
for
is.
sure. For sure. He's like Willie Nelson. Or,
Oh, I was just talking the other day. It's gonna be a sad day when Willie goes, man.
Yeah, I've had that thought so many
dude,
times.
the world's gonna turn into a huge fog.
It's like
the
when
day that
you know,
Willie dies.
God, I hope.
You know,
so.
he does have a song called "Roll Me Up and Smoke Me When I Die."
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aren't they gonna put Trigger in the Smithsonian? His guitar.
Trigger will either end up in the Smithsonian, which is where I think it deserves to be.
She
Yeah.
needs to be.
But if
yeah.
not there, it'll probably end up in the Rock and Roll Hall
well,
of Fame.
yeah, I figured.
But
that's
I feel
that's
like
a
that
given.
That
but
is such a treasured and revered guitar. I feel like it should be in the Smithsonian.
yeah,
I think it should be right next to Egyptian pharaohs.
100%.
Wow, 100%, man.
Yeah.
Willie, so
Maybe
that,
like 3 exhibits up and 4 doors down, but
Yeah.
yeah, 100%.
not to be confused with Three Doors
Oh
Down.
no, fuck those
Hey.
guys.
Yeah, yeah.
They're here without you.
You know,
Baby.
so that's a I think we've talked about this before, but that's a classical guitar. It's like a 1920s era classical guitar that Willie plays,
That thing.
and you're not supposed to play those guitars with a pick.
Right.
Willie does, which is why he
That's-
has that big hole
That's why
smashed.
that thing keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
I'm not sure, but I'm guessing that the top of that guitar is made out of cedar, whereas most acoustic
wow.
guitars, like the
Really?
ones over there,
Yeah.
are probably have spruce on top, which is a much harder wood.
These
Yeah.
are.
So, but cedar is a much softer wood. So over time, it's not shocking that he wore a hole through
Yeah.
that thing.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Well, the blonde guitar over here is when the wood shortage was going on, so it's made with like plasticine woods
Yeah.
and different kind of wood composites.
Like a plywood, basically.
No, not like that at all. Think of so plywood is multi-layers of it, right? This would just be one continuous layer, and it's a composite wood.
Yeah.
It's not 100% wood.
Yeah.
It feels very plasticine when you feel it. I mean, it plays and it sounds great. My favorite guitar.
Yeah. Dude, I think both of those guitars sound nice.
I
Yeah.
do too.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried to want to build like a guitar?
Oh yes.
I don't have the technical
I do.
I don't.
skill
I
for
don't
that.
think it's
I
A
want
friend
to.
of mine did that.
Yeah.
Scott built a ukulele.
Well, that ukulele hanging right there it's from
Really?
a kit, but it's not how
doesn't
it's-
stay in tune.
When it came,
Yeah.
I knew the way it was built that it wouldn't stay in tune.
Yeah.
This dude did like it out of epoxy. Like he bought a guitar off of Amazon.
Really?
Yeah, and then he routed out like the wood that was on it, took all the parts out of it and everything. It's a super heavy guitar.
He reverse engineered it basically.
Basically, yeah. And then put everything in a mold and did it's beautiful. I'll have to bring it in once because it's super pretty. Like you hold it up to the light, it gets like this like galaxy
Yeah.
look. Like it's a black guitar, but when you hold it, like when any sort of light hits it, it shines through.
Dope.
And it's like it's like a black galaxy type look, and it is super amazing.
I've never played one of those
That's cool.
composite guitars, so I would like to play one
Like,
just to
it's-
see how it
it's-
sounds.
It's full. Like it's an electric guitar, but
Yeah.
it's fully made out. The body of it's made out of epoxy.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
So
it's super cool.
How's the sound?
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was $100 Amazon guitar.
Yeah. So
So I mean, you could probably do some different stuff like
Which he only
change-
used for the mold.
yeah, but
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
probably
he used the
put
used the neck off
in,
of it
yeah.
and
Yeah.
like all the all the electronics out of it, but everything
Yeah.
else, yeah.
So
It was straight
there's
out of
look
epoxy.
this up, Dave.
Yeah.
There is a company called Stuart McDonald.
Oh, I know
Stumac.
Stu Mac. Yeah.
Stumac has guitar kits, and I would love to get one of these things, man. I want to do one of their arch tops, but I gotta get. I'd even have to remotely get somewhat good before I could even tackle one of those things.
There you go.
But yeah, here we go.
The newest member of the band, cigar
Oh.
box guitar kit.
Dude, those are
Ooh,
awesome.
Yes.
I
Bo
love
Diddley
those.
style.
Yes,
They used to
I
have
love those.
They used to have a I can't remember. It was like Coal Camp.
Yeah.
Had a cigar box guitar festival.
Yeah.
Like
and
you go
dudes
down
would
there.
bring 'em?
Yes, you could
Yeah.
you could buy cigar box guitars. People would be building them right there.
Oh, dude.
It was super cool.
Notice,
Where is this?
Notice,
It used to be in Coal Camp, but this was like years ago.
notice that this instrument that this guy's playing only has 3 strings, so
Yeah.
it's really not a guitar. But I keep getting ads for this instrument that also has 3 strings. Looks like a guitar, but it's only got 3 strings. And I keep thinking to myself, man, that would be a good instrument for my kids to introduce them to a stringed
Oh, yeah.
instrument.
Well, there's the one that just has 1 string on it.
Yeah.
It's the strum stick or whatever.
Yeah, the strum stick. Yeah. Which that would be cool too. Yeah. I don't know, man. Yeah, Stumac.
I'll say roll on down. There's more here.
Yeah. Any aspect of a guitar, like you can buy the raw wood, like you see
Right.
here, fret erasers, pickups, bridges, saddles.
Yeah, you can buy all that, man.
Yeah, you can. It literally has everything. I've got a good friend that has built guitars using Stumac parts. And
Go up
Oh,
to
really?
They're good.
at the very top. Go to kits and projects.
Okay, which one do you want me to click on from there?
Let's go to electric guitar.
A dulcimer.
Good idea.
You could do a dulcimer. That'd be awesome, dude.
Yeah, so
See,
here
look
you go.
at that. There you go.
And
there's
look.
your cigar box.
Yeah, you get the whole kit here for
$100.
Yeah, or 189 right here.
And
not
there
bad.
we go. And then scroll on over. What's that? Let me move. Ooh,
Oh, there
so
we
we're
go.
seeing way more here. Hold on.
There you go. Sorry, it's the left side of the web page is basically got nothing.
No worries, man. There we go.
But yeah, I mean,
Dope. There you go. You can get yourself a little Fender look-alike.
so the most expensive kit in there is $500, which you could spend a lot more than that on.
And that's styled over a vintage S.
Yeah, that's
60s
a
era.
that's a Strat.
Yeah,
the
60s
modern
era
T.
Strat.
Modern T is a Telecaster. Yeah. Maybe, if I could buy a kit like that and put it together, just maybe I might do that. Now, if I had to fucking, buy the raw block of wood and
Oh,
cut
and
it
like-
down and all of
yeah.
that, that would probably be too much for me. But
No, I think all the bodies come pre-made.
Yeah.
All the bodies are pre-routed.
yeah. It's a great business idea.
Yeah.
In theory, if you want to make them and sell them.
Well, no, I just mean that the Stumac's business
Oh,
is
yeah.
great because they know there's a lot of people out there who would love to build it
Well,
themselves.
we're sitting here talking about it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one of those would you like to build?
A cigar box.
You want to do the cigar box?
Yeah.
I would probably build a Telly just because I don't have a telly.
Interesting. So
I have a
that
friend.
would be cool, playing your own.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be something, man? You're up there on stage, just rocking it
Playing a
out.
Dave Jordan special.
Panties are flying.
As they do.
You're just getting rained on from all the panty
Chocolate
moisture
rain.
flying. God, I hope not.
Goodness.
You know, and you're just sitting there playing your own instrument that you yourself crafted.
I would really like to get a one-of-a-kind paint job
Yeah.
on my Strat. And, you know, I'm glad that that we're having this conversation right now, because at first I was going to have somebody paint the body of my Strat, the body that's there now. But it would probably be smarter for me to buy a body here, a blank body, and then have somebody paint that and put that with the rest of my guitar. Just switch the body out.
You probably could do that.
That would be a good idea. I would love to have some like super psychedelic paint job,
Yeah.
you know, something crazy that nobody else has. Good idea. Good idea.
Sorry, I'm still on Chocolate Rain.
It's okay.
Chocolate Rain.
Yeah. Scott, you play very much these days?
Not so much anymore.
Yeah. You
No.
should.
I kind of can at the moment. I got
Why?
this thing on my finger, man. So I
Your
was,
blisters on me fingers.
Got blisters on me.
you know, I thought it was a blister at first,
Yeah.
but look at this thing,
Oh, goddamn.
right?
Gosh, dang it,
I was
man.
out hitting a concrete block with my kid.
Don't lie. You were finger banging
Oh
somebody.
yeah, Mary
Why were you
Jane
hitting a
Rotten
concrete
Crotch.
block?
So we've got this. There's this concrete pad that's poured out back.
Yeah.
Perfect for a shed, but it's starting to show some grass in between. So we're using it as like the front of the shed, so you can drive everything in. You never have to worry about it getting muddy, all that.
Yeah.
Well, at the end of it, they had a basketball court. The pole,
Yeah.
it had fell over and broke, and they just left it because they poured 6 bags of concrete in this thing to keep it in the ground.
Jeez.
Well, in order to get it out, me and my boy have been sledgehammering it.
So it's a blood
and
blister.
Then, it was. Now I think it's a wart that is developed on top of a blood blister.
Oh, fuck.
Jeez.
Because the other
Put some
day,
duct tape around it.
well, I already rubbed dirt on it. It didn't work. Well, the other day, I had one of those little lancets that you
Yeah.
can get for like diabetics who check their blood sugar and
Right.
stuff, and it was sterile because I opened it and I just kind of popped it on a few sides, and I swear to God, man, I just opened it up because now it's even bigger, and it hurts now.
Ah, sheesh, man.
I mean, I went to the doctor and they were like, "Yeah, we can't freeze it off. We'll just come back later." And I was like, "That's not what it is."
Rub some weed on it. You'll be
Yeah,
fine.
oh, dude,
No, yeah, but serious, put some duct tape around it.
like tighten it, give it some compression.
Well, yeah, and it
Sure.
suffocates it. That's what they
Yeah.
say to do to warts.
Yeah.
And then it just suffocates the wart.
Have you ever had one burned off of you, Scott?
No.
Yeah. I remember my mom had that done.
I've got one on my foot that needs to be burned off, probably.
Yeah.
They're probably going to have to go in surgically to get this bad boy.
Damn.
I mean, it's in deep.
There was a scalpel up here. We can make this happen.
There's a couple of them, I think.
Did you guys
Yeah.
know you can even buy
Oh, with a pick even.
Hey!
So we can pick it at it first.
Oh, jeez, that sounds painful.
Then
Look,
we
you
can-
can-
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, it's clean and
It is.
everything. Yeah.
I'm sure it's totally sterile.
Wow.
Look, you can buy guitar pedal kits as
Yeah,
well,
dude.
so you can build your own distortion pedal or
Yep.
fuzz pedal or
Yeah, you can literally do anything on this website.
It's pretty cool.
That's one thing I'm not very familiar with.
These guys are dope.
Is pedals.
Is the pedals?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've never owned any. Well, do you
I
have
do. I have a board.
which board do you have?
It's like,
Is it like a Boss board?
I don't know,
What color is it?
black.
Okay.
It's about this big.
Yeah, and it's got multiple pedals on it with different
It's got one.
effects.
It has one pedal on it, and it's got all these different effects
Yeah.
throughout it, and you can change, you can record, you can do like backing tracks through it.
Cool.
I spent like
Backing
100.
tracks,
I think
really?
so. It was like I spent like
Dope.
$150 on it.
Yeah, some of those pedals now have auxiliary jacks on them, so if you want to practice along with a
Yeah.
song or some type of recording, it's pretty easy to do. Yeah, man. I mean, the pedals are getting better and better and better, the digital pedals.
Yeah.
A good example of that is Billy Corgan from the Smashing Pumpkins. He used to play with 1,000,000 different pedals, and he was known for being very picky about his sounds, very nitpicky. Now he uses one pedal, like a multi-effects pedal. It's a digital
Yeah.
pedal, and he uses that to play the whole catalog with.
Yeah.
Because he he feels like it sounds the same.
Yeah, but is he doing the effects switching or anything on that? Or has he got somebody doing it for him?
I think he's doing it all himself. It's all done with pedals.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a Zoom product, if I remember correctly. Zoom is pretty well known.
Zoom makes a good pedal.
They
used to.
Yeah, they've been around. They also made some pretty
Made some pretty
cheap,
shitty ones,
ones that broke very easily because they were made out of plastic.
I saw a lot of stomp boxes that dudes were stomping on, and then that was the end of the pedal.
Yeah. I bought a capo. You guys both know what a capo is,
Oh,
right?
yeah, I've got one up here.
Yeah, so I bought a capo on...
I should have two up here. I don't know where the other one went.
I bought one of those on Amazon once, and I went with the super cheap one. It was like $7. So I get this thing.
Never go with the $7 one, bro.
Right. I take it out of the box, squeeze it to put it on my guitar, and before I even get it on my guitar, it breaks into like 6 pieces. So, yeah, always go with like the $15 capo and not the $6 or $7 capo.
I always like the ones that have the clamp to them.
Yeah.
You can just clamp them on, boom, move them around.
Yeah. Probably the piece of gear that I've had longer than anything else is this old big-ass metal capo.
Yep, that's mine.
That I got. The only other thing that can rival that is my loop station. I have one of those Boss loop stations.
Dude.
I've had that thing forever. And I will always tell people that's like one of the greatest tools that you can buy.
Those are old school, too.
For learning guitar. And like especially for learning like scales and stuff like that, because you can play the chords, stomp on the pedal, and it just plays them back for you on repeat, and then you can practice your scales on top of that. It's a great practicing tool. I don't trust it live, although there are a lot of people that do utilize it that way. Do you guys know who FKJ is? I wish we could play it on the air, but we would get pulled.
FKJ?
He's a musician who does everything through loops. Okay. And he plays the keyboard, he plays the guitar, he plays like the saxophone, he plays the bass, and everything that he does is done with looping. It's really dope. It's really, really dope.
Did he do like? Is he like a street performer?
Oh no, he's well beyond that, dude.
Who? Ed Sheeran?
No.
Oh, just checking.
So there's one dude that always pops up on my YouTube or Facebook,
and
like he has like all the instruments.
Yeah.
And goes through them, and then just loops them all.
Yeah.
And then he plays like the guitar over it.
Creed?
I do that. Yeah, there. This is FKJ right here.
Oh, no.
Oh, here we go. Let me see.
I wish that I could play some of his YouTube shit, but we would probably get pulled.
Post Malone?
Yeah, right.
That's a dude I'd love to hang out with. I feel like he's
Post Malone?
Fuck yeah, man.
He's
I feel like I'm going to get a tattoo on my face after I hang out with him.
That's the one place I won't get a tattoo.
No.
Nope, not on my face.
I don't require one anymore. I'm
Head,
at a certain
neck,
age
everywhere
where
else.
everyone now around me has them. I don't want one now.
Tattoo?
Yeah.
Yeah. I almost got a tattoo in California. My next tattoo is definitely going to be UFO alien related for sure. Yeah, like a.
No, I'm not saying I can't be talked into one, but
yeah, but what I'm thinking is do the UFO with the beam shooting out of it, sucking up a person or a cow or something like
I think
that.
you should have a
shredding on the
cow.
guitar.
Yeah, you should have a cow.
I think a cow would be funny.
I want to. Can I pitch in like an extra $50 for your tattoo artist to put like your fleshlight going with you?
yes, you can.
That's the first thing, and then the
I
cow.
want details on the tip, right? That's
yes, you can. Yes, you can. Fuck, I can even give you the dimensions if you want it. What you need, man?
12 inches deep.
Yeah.
Dave always hits rock bottom.
Good times, man. Good times. So are you being serious when you say you could be talked into a tattoo?
Yeah, I could probably be talked into one, but it'd have to be like for a thing. Like it's not just like, oh, I'm gonna go out spend $45 and whatever the machine pops out, I'm gonna get a fucking pig with whatever. I can't do that.
No, I'm not one of those guys that can just go into a tattoo shop and look through a big book of they call it Flash.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not one of those guys,
dude.
I'm not one of those guys.
Easily.
I have to put some thought into
You see
whatever
all
I'm
my
doing.
fucking goofy ass tattoos?
Yeah, but your tattoos are great. That new one has healed up very nicely.
It
looks great,
it's
man.
fire.
Yeah.
I got a fucking koi fish.
Yeah. So what do you mean? What's your point?
Why do I have a fucking fish on my arm?
Did
But
you
why
did
not?
you walk
I don't
in there
know.
knowing you were gonna get a fish on your arm, or did you just open up a
Oh,
book
yeah.
and you saw it? You were like, that looks cool.
That was
put
on
it on my arm.
Pinterest.
It was on Pinterest.
Yeah. I was like, fuck yeah, dude, a
Okay.
fucking koi fish.
Okay, well, I mean,
Got
hell,
it.
dude.
Now I look at it, I'm like, that's fucking dumb.
Do you
Oh,
guys-
It's not that dumb.
Do you guys know what my inspiration for the F holes is?
Yes.
What?
No.
So it's
That's
because
funny.
you play guitar, and that's a hollow body guitar.
Well, or it can be a violin, or just
Right.
any hollow-bodied instrument. Usually
it's a
has the
resonance.
holes in there.
It's where you resonate.
But where I got the idea from was there's a book, and god dang it, I can't remember what the name of the book is, but there was a book that I saw at Barnes and Noble,
Yeah.
and on the front cover it had a girl whose back was facing the camera, and she had these on her like lower back on
Oh,
both
shit.
sides. And I
Kind
was
of how
like-
people do like
and I was
angel
like,
wings.
damn.
Like
or
on her
something.
kidneys and shit.
I was like, damn, that's pretty hot, girl. You know,
So
like,
you got them on your
I'm in
fucking
here.
arms.
I'm here in Barnes and Noble, and getting all turned on
Getting
by your back tattoos.
Hot mama.
And then I thought about it, and obviously, because I'm a dude, I'm not going to get that. I'm not going to get them tattooed back there.
Oh, you should have.
And so I thought, you know, like, what's another cool place that I could do that at? And my forearms is what I ended up with. And this is my favorite tattoo that I have. Yeah.
I figured you'd have went south with them.
Yeah, I put them right up here. Right there.
right there.
This is why you need YouTube, folks. Watch us on YouTube. Watch us on YouTube or Spotify. You get the whole thing. Actually, you want to know where I learned that gesture from? From my clerk at the prison when
Oh,
I
we're
worked
getting up.
in the prison factory. His name was Jesse.
Yeah.
I'll even say his last name. Doesn't matter. Jesse Knight.
Pinkman.
He was my clerk.
Pinkman.
He was so funny. He was super smart too. We used to talk about aliens and shit all the time.
Not Pinkman.
But yeah, this was his thing right here.
Oh, hey,
Hey.
hey, oh.
It's one of my favorite gestures.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
I do it at
hey.
church all the time.
All the
Getting right
all-
with Jesus.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
I do it at church all the time.
During the sermon.
Oh, that's
I'm just
funny.
kidding.
I'm
I'm just kidding. I'm only serious.
only serious.
No. This is all alleged. This is all alleged. Yes.
Allegedly.
That's why it's
Yeah.
a safe place.
Yeah,
it's
it
all
is.
allegedly.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, dude.
So where would the ink have to be? Like, is there a spot?
Yeah,
that's
do you
like
have a
only
spot?
only
Oh,
reserved
no.
on like a shoulder?
No
or-
neck.
No
Oh,
neck,
yeah.
no face.
No neck, no face.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
has to be easily covered up.
Hey, you
It's
know, if-
probably like I don't know, man. I'd have to fucking shave like a whole quadrant over here, probably, if it's on back or shoulder.
You know what you could do if you wanted it to be super discreet?
No.
I'll eventually get one too.
Seriously,
I would.
Inside the lip.
Ooh,
I
yeah.
would.
Fuck
Why not?
No.
Why are you afraid it's gonna hurt?
No, I just don't want that.
Nobody's gonna see it. Who gives a shit?
But I don't want it there.
Yeah, why?
That's why.
I don't know, cause
You gonna tattoo your eyeball too?
maybe
Mm.
the underneath of my eyelid. Yeah, that's a good
Oh.
idea, Scott. Let me call and make an
I
appointment.
mean,
Let me make an appointment.
hold on, I got a guy. He only does upper eyelids.
He only does eyelids. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
very
he's
special.
Very good.
It's
very
like,
good.
you know, you go to a ear, nose, and throat doctor with this guy. He's the eyelid guy.
He's the eyelid guy. I know a guy, and he specializes in the lids.
He only does
All the lids.
and
Whatever
the
kind of
tips
lids
of
you
your
need.
dicks.
Whatever lid, he's got ya.
They call him the Jingy Jew. Lids and lips. It's all he does.
Oh man. Oh goodness.
No, I'm into the whole like body dysmorphia thing. I like that. I think that's why I have tattoos
Yeah.
and work out so much.
Yeah.
No,
so
I get that.
Would you ever be one of those guys that like gets a brand? You know how guys
Yeah.
have the brand
Yeah.
where the skin pops
100%.
up? Yeah, you would do that.
I would get branded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
What
would have to be something.
Do you have any piercings?
No, I wish.
Are you not oh, so you would like
oh,
to have
dude,
piercings.
I would have.
Where would you
fucking-
go?
I want to do double lots on my ears.
Would you do the Prince Albert?
No,
No.
Double
yeah.
lots,
yeah.
really?
I don't have enough there.
That's okay. I understand, buddy. We're
Like
all
a
white
junior.
in this room. We're all
We're
white.
all white in this room. I'm Asian there.
I
I knew it.
And I do like nose, eyelid, tongue, lip, ears,
All the weird
nipples.
spots.
Yeah.
All the weird
Ooh.
spots.
dermals.
Dermals?
I'd even get it on my like right here.
Yeah.
I'd even do that.
What's dermals? Where's the dermals?
That's
an
like it right-
implant.
yeah.
Oh, like when they do it up here.
Yeah. A lot of times they do it on like cheekbones and stuff like that.
I think that's kind of hot when chicks have that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And I love a nose piercing on a chick too. Jessie got her nose pierced, and it's a big turn on.
Yeah, but okay, let me ask you this. So now, like at night, if she ever got an infection in it or something, she'd have to. This is stretching. She'd have to like put. Sorry, Jess. She'd have to put a little something up in there and like block it off and have like a little blowhole coming out.
Yeah. She's got a blowhole, and I'll tell you, it's right down there.
Jesus. I mean,
This is why you should be watching us on YouTube or Spotify,
I'm
folks.
so excited about it. It's there.
And it's right there.
YouTube or Spotify, folks. You get all the details.
Get all the
details.
dirty deets.
Oh, my goodness. Boys, you know what we need to do now?
Cool it
Go
down.
get fucking piercings.
Yeah, well, I'll go get a tattoo.
I used to have my eyebrow done.
Really?
Yeah, right
Did
here.
you? Yeah.
I
I've
loved
got.
it until I took it out to move some railroad ties for like an hour or two.
Yeah.
Closed right the fuck up, man. I
Yeah.
couldn't get anything back in it.
Yeah.
That's my only thing with like wanting to get my ears pierced is like I know I couldn't wear it at work,
Yeah.
Right.
but I'd love to have it.
I've got one.
Do
on
you?
on my left ear. I pierced it myself.
Ooh.
that.
Let me save that story for the cool
Yeah.
down.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, folks. We will be back.
Viva Vitan.
Giving each other Prince Alberts.
On the old 7SM.
Okay, let's not forget. I'm pretty sure I.
Yo, video game dudes, talk to me! This is Game Genie from Galoo, the awesome video game enhancer for your Nintendo Entertainment System. Attach it to most of your video games. Double Dragon 3 or Super Mario Bros. 3. You can go to any level, live forever, jump higher, make your own effects, and get radical firepower. Go to any level, jump higher, stay bigger, live forever. Game Genie, the radical video game enhancer.
Okay. Are we gonna? We're
Yeah,
wrapping up and-
Bro, just wait for the beat to drop. Just wait.
Okay.
It is. It's gonna get there.
Bro.
It's a little slow, isn't it?
Hey, welcome back to the old 77. We're waiting for the beat to drop.
It's gonna drop here any second, we promise. This is why you tune into us for beat drops. There it goes. That's kind of it.
You know.
Hold on, let me delete this beat real quick.
Home of the disappointing beats.
I like the
episode
one that's got the
150.
trumpet in it.
It's
The
gone.
one that you
now.
played the first one.
Oh, the trumpet is dope.
Dude, when
right?
when you throw a trumpet in there, I enjoy a good trumpet.
Yeah, the trumpet was dope.
Did you
It
notice
was.
how I didn't do a slow fade on that
I
one?
know it was just gone. I was
Because
over,
I deleted it.
I was over here fading it, and then it just
yeah, no fade.
gone.
No fade for you.
It's the bump Nazi over there.
I mean, sometimes you like those slow, chill beats, but that one is too. It takes too long for the beat to drop.
Yeah.
I didn't really hear
And it
a
really
beat
didn't have. Yeah, it didn't really have
drop.
too much of a drop.
Now that one,
Yeah.
on the other hand, the other day you dropped one on us. Oh my
Yeah,
God! It was
yeah.
wait.
Yeah,
My
I like
fillings
those.
shook. It dropped.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I
Babies
lost a
were
tooth.
made.
Babies
hitting the
were
cockles of the heart.
made. Hey,
Well,
I gotta
there
go to
was
the.
cockles.
I gotta go to the dentist tomorrow morning, Scott. So I might be a little late for work.
Oh,
Just so
okay.
you know, I gotta get a.
Boss.
I got a crown that broke,
That
and
just
so
won't go down.
so now I've got a temporary in there that I've popped out like 3 times, and so then tomorrow I gotta go get the real deal, the real fucking deal.
I'm
Damn,
I'm gonna be
Dennis.
thinking of you the whole time while
Oh, you should.
when they
yeah.
stick those needles in my gums
Boy,
and start drilling away.
I gotta tell you, man. I got a horror story for you. I don't know if I should tell you.
Do it. Let's hear it.
So I went the last time I got my wisdom teeth pulled, and I had this one that really had to get ground down. They saved it. I didn't have to have a root canal or anything.
Good.
But there's not a whole lot of tooth left.
Yeah.
So they built on top of it and went up. Well, in the process, they went to numb it, and they went to the side. I think they went over here first, and then they went over here. And when they hit it here, they hit something, and it was like
Hit your nerve.
they hit a nerve, definitely.
jeez.
But it just like the whole portion of my tongue went numb, and it was like fire in my mouth for like
Jesus.
3 weeks.
Gee,
Oh,
for
shit.
3 weeks.
It was brutal, dude.
Dude, no wonder you have such an aversion to going to
I
the
do not
dentist.
like going to the dentist. I do not like going to the doctor.
I do not like green eggs.
I do not like them, Sam. I am.
No, dude.
I'll go if I absolutely have to, man.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
And to do preventative shit, yeah,
I remember you telling me one time that like you're the dude that when you're in the dentist chair that'll start fucking punching people.
I'm afraid, yeah. Like I just
These
sit
hands
there.
are ready to eat everyone.
I sit there and I'm like, okay, be nice.
Yeah, it's hard.
Be nice to
Be
me.
nice.
Yeah, I've never had any because I've had a lot of dental work done, and I've never had any like majorly painful experiences. Now, I did have an experience last time I was there where I said "ow" out loud, and then it was cool after that. But
Oh shit, my bad.
yeah,
Yeah, but it always sounds like you got your mouth wrapped around something.
he didn't even give me an "oh shit, my bad." He just kept going.
Just like,
But I manned it out. I manned it out, dude.
didn't even fucking bat an eye.
Yeah, man.
What
Yeah.
we got going on here? All right.
Weird.
It's amazing what they can do these days. I'm thinking about getting a grill.
Bro.
Yeah.
What's it gonna say? It
Old
should have-
77. Next question.
Old 77 on top,
Next.
Davy train on bottom.
Next question.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Dude, we used to do that shit back in grade school, like
Make
gum
fake
wrapper.
grills with aluminum foil.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Gum wrappers, put them on your teeth.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's good times, man. Good times.
Doesn't that hurt after a while?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Surely the aluminum foil on your teeth is not a good idea.
That feels
Probably not.
amazing.
Can you get gold colored aluminum foil?
I don't see why not.
I don't see why not. I'm gonna make a grill out of that.
I mean, you
Bussin'.
probably could.
Yeah. Let's
Bussin'.
Google that shit right now on the old 77.
Says the guy in charge of the Google.
Let's Google that, Google. Come on,
Not me.
computer. Google it.
One of you motherfuckers. I'm busy.
I'm busy turning some knobs.
Cooling it down. 77.
There we go.
There we go.
There it is.
This is the cool down, folks.
Yes, welcome,
Just
welcome.
in case you didn't already know.
In case you did.
Here we
No.
is.
You pierced your ear.
Yeah, thank you for
you're
reminding me of
welcome.
that, Biscuit. I did. When I was in 7th grade.
So that would have been what? What are we talking? What year?
11.
98? 99?
No, because I was a senior in 2000.
Oh, okay.
So we're talking about like 93, 94.
Damn.
Ooh, all
I
right.
wasn't born.
Yeah.
I would have been about 8th grade.
This was when I was in 7th grade. I was born in 82.
Okay, so I would have been so I would have been about a senior then. Never mind.
Yeah. So back in those days, the rap and the hip hop was all the rage.
Oh, yeah.
And every one of those guys had their ear pierced.
The rap.
So I thought that I needed to get my ear pierced too, but I was only like 11 or 12, and my mom wasn't going to take me to get my ear pierced.
And you're out in the middle of Missouri.
So I got a hold of one of those
Safety pins?
earrings that are sharp on the tip that they use to pierce your ear with when they use the gun.
How did you get a hold of it?
I pierced my ear because you can buy them.
Oh.
So I pierced my ear, but without the gun. I just shoved that
You just
thing.
shoved it in?
Shoved it through my ear one night.
Yeah. How'd that work?
Slowly. Well, I mean, my ear's still pierced.
You fucking said that slowly.
Yeah, no, you don't.
Like fucking straight serial
So
killer
you
over
did-
there.
So you're not like Andy Dufresne, with the needle. Every time the lightning strikes, just shove it in.
Well, I will say this. I will say this.
So mom
It-
can't
it
hear
never-
you in the other room.
It never got infected.
No.
It still is pierced to this day. I can prove it if you guys have an
No,
earring.
we're good. We're good.
Um,
Hold on.
There you go. Yeah.
Well, currently it's connected to my keys.
I'm
to
gonna
the
need
tip of my
something.
Johnson,
I'm
but
gonna need
okay.
something a little bigger than that, sir. Yeah.
Yeah.
So talk about determination, man. You stick an earring through your ear. I was crazy back then.
Wild, bro.
Why?
Wild stuff, man.
Why? What did you do that for? Why
Because
did
I
you
really wanted my ear pierced.
You
I
wanted to be a rapper.
I wanted to be like Vanilla Ice
there it is.
or MC Hammer
Hey.
or or Eazy or Dr. Dre or all of the rappers that I looked up to when I was 11 or 12. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I told you guys the story about when my buddy, the music teacher, one day asked us to bring in some music that we really liked into class one day, and my buddy brought in Ice Cube.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What did he bring?
Fuck the police. Come straight.
I can't remember. It
Just
was
bring the whole first half of the Predator.
It was
That's all you need.
it was after NWA. It was when he was doing solo stuff, but I can't remember which album it was. But yeah, the kids in the class that day didn't get to hear the whole song.
Did it
Why?
did it start off with a prison scene?
No.
No, he had one album. I think it was The Predator.
Yeah.
Where it started off where you were getting processed in for jail.
Yeah, been there, done that,
Yeah,
right?
and he was like, all right, bend over, spread your ass, give me 2 good coughs, and then you'd start off with like some stomps, stomping in my big black boots, boom, boom, pow, type thing.
I feel like maybe if I see the cover art, I might know which album.
And then he had
it
Lethal
is.
Injection. That was the one that had.
It was Lethal Injection. That's
was
the album that
it had
was.
Bop Gun on it. That's the good one I remember off that one.
I can't remember.
Jesus Christ, how you people fucking remember.
Well, we're older than you.
That is true.
you
Well,
young-
But just like album covers, who's on it?
I kind of
Yeah.
went into the music thing, when I was into radio for a while.
Oh yeah, I guess
Yeah.
that does make sense.
Yeah,
And being a nerd like that helps in radio.
for sure. Yeah, having a kind of a photographic memory when it comes to music.
Yeah, for a while there.
Do you want to know where I have a photographic memory at? With names. Like when if I see your name spelled once, I usually never forget it.
Really?
Yes.
Usually.
Yet.
Usually, like
Usually,
Yeah.
I'll never forget it.
yeah, 60% of the time
It works
every
50%
time.
facts.
Yeah, 50% facts.
But I don't know, man. That's like my little thing. I wish it worked for other types of information.
Maybe you just haven't found the right niche.
Maybe not. I'm a pretty good trivia guy. Like I have a lot of
Yeah.
useless information, and I
Heard
know
that.
Scott does too.
yeah.
Yeah, a
I
lot
don't
of.
feel like that's useless.
Well, it's not
Yes
useless
and
if you're
no.
playing trivia, I guess, right?
See, you never know.
Hey, dude, my buddy Steven, Cassie's husband,
Yeah.
he was doing trivia night a couple weeks ago before we left for Colorado, and won and ended up winning like 20 bottles of bourbon.
Dude.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, useless information now, huh?
Right, exactly.
Well, Phineas Gage. There you go. There
Yeah.
was one. We brought that up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not everybody. That's my buddy back home. My buddy Tim. He always brings up Phineas Gage like you're out drinking or something. Hey, yeah, I've fucking never heard of Phineas.
Yeah, it's a cool story. Now, Scott, you're not from Jeff City, but did you know that there was a band from Jeff City called Phineas Gage?
I did not.
Yeah, they spelled
Really?
it. They spelled it differently though, because the real Phineas Gage was Phineas. Told you
Yeah.
I remember names, but the one from Jeff City was Phineas Finn. Phineas.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, and that was actually my buddy Jason that was in that band.
No kidding.
Mr. Rymond.
No kidding.
Mr. Rymond was in Phineas
Every
Gage.
single time when I pick my boy up and we go
Yeah.
around, the little car pickup at Jeff out here at JT.
Yeah.
We'll go up, we'll get in. He's always there at the end, waving his son in the car line, and
Yeah.
all the time Jonah goes, "You should have Mr. Ryman on your podcast."
Yeah. He's
Why?
cool, man.
He's like, "He's cool, man. I like him. And he knows Dave."
Yeah, he
And-
does know Dave. It's true. Does your son really say that? He knows
Yeah,
Dave?
and he knows Dave because we've
Yeah.
always said that. And like during one of the meet the X amount of teacher or whatever,
Yeah.
he's like, "Yeah, hey man, what's going on?" He was like, "Oh, and he was pretty cool." And
Yeah.
I was like, "By the way," afterwards, I was like, "I think you know a friend of mine." He's like, "Yeah, who is it?" And I was like, "Dave Jordan."
Yeah.
And he was like, he looked at me and he was like, "Yeah, I know Dave."
Yeah.
I was like, "You ever play with Dave?"
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yeah, I played with Dave."
So the way me and Jason
I was
met.
throwing so much innuendo at
Yeah.
him, he didn't know.
Yeah. The way that we met was Bobby had put an ad up on Craigslist of all things.
No kidding.
Dude, that was a thing.
Looking for a band
Right?
mate, and actually he was looking for a drummer. And I showed up and I played fucking bongos and congas and shit. I played hand drums.
I'm a drummer.
Dude, the
You got
first
my bongos.
the first few gigs I did with Bobby, I was the drummer and Jason was the lead guitarist. And then Jason went back to school so he could become a teacher
Yeah.
and left the band, and so I took over as lead guitarist. And then Jason came back and became the bass player. Because
Damn.
Bobby didn't even have a bass player when we first started playing. But yeah, the first few gigs I did with him was drums.
Dope.
I think Patty Malone's was one of the very first.
Could you imagine a young shirtless Dave out there just banging on the bongo skins?
Hold on, dude. I'm gonna see if I can find a video for you real quick here. Hold on.
Just giving it his all.
Hey, that's how Dave Grohl started.
Yeah, man. He was a drummer, right?
Yeah. Smacking
I'm
those
just
skins.
like him.
You are.
Yeah.
He's even named after you.
Yeah, he is. What a great name, right?
Eh.
Nah. Hold
Nah.
on. Let's see if I can find the song that I'm trying to think of here. Yep, here we go. You guys want to see it?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we won't get dinged for this
Well,
one.
it's your song, right?
Let me turn the volume down just in case an ad pops up first. There's me in the back.
I gotcha.
Look at how skinny I was.
Woo!
Hold on, is it?
Your fucking hat turned sideways.
I was feeling pretty good when we made this video. Can we blow it up, Scott? There's Mr. Ryman.
Yeah, I see him. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Just keep watching, man. We kind of, Mr. Ryman kind of drew out the intro for a pretty long time. But that's okay. I think he's about to pop in right here. Let's see.
Sitting on a sack of beans, sitting down in New Orleans. Wouldn't believe what I seen sitting on that sack of beans. Lunatics on pogo.
Do you know this song? It's Apache Rose Peacock by the Peppers.
Mix with politics.
It's from Blood Sugar Sex
People on the
Magic.
street just kick it to the least. Yes, my favorite place
Oh no.
to be is an island called home.
Pretty sure you're going to get to see my tits soon.
Nobody asked for Dave takes his fucking shirt off.
I wanna be in New Orleans. Oh, good brother, just when I thought that I had seen it all, my eyes popped
This is
out,
from
my
14
dick
years
got
ago.
hard, and I dropped my jaw. And I saw a bird walking down the block.
I love playing those bongos, man. It's fun.
How many views does this have?
3.6 thousand. 3,600. It's only because we're playing a Red Hot Chili Peppers song and people search for it and it comes up.
They see Dave in the background.
Showing my tits. I'm pretty
Is that
sure.
Flea?
I'm gonna go flag the video now for nudity.
You should.
How do you think he's playing that bass drum down there?
You should, man.
Yeah.
It's got the swing and bong to it.
Bobby's down there just playing like a wood block or something. You can hear it.
Come on. Little boy came along, named Louis Armstrong. Said that girl who
You got so much rhythm, man.
God,
Look at the
dude.
way he moves, all stiff like.
You know, it's funny, dude. I suck at dancing.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah.
I kiss your hair, your skin so
Uh-huh.
pale. I'll take you with me, girl, anyway.
I'm surprised you don't know this song, Scott. It's from Blood Sugar Sex Magic. Maybe it's just that we played so shitty.
Yeah.
It's just not catching on. I can hear it.
Little star shining down on my blue car.
Yeah, see, I can hear it. That sounds like an Anthony Kiedis lyric. I'm so fucking high, I wanna blah, blah, blah.
Anthony's lyrics don't always make sense,
No.
folks. So I think Chili Peppers is one of those bands that they write the music. Anthony has a melody in his head, and then the very last thing he does is put lyrics on.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know who else does that?
Nirvana.
Kanye West.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, used to do it.
Yeah.
So have you seen the deep fakes? God, who is this dude? You're on my account. You can probably go up to YouTube and search in.
Hold on, this ain't over yet, dude.
Oh, my bad.
I'm just kidding.
It's
Are you
not
gonna-
over.
Are you going to say Tom Cruise?
No, it's the dude who does the deep fakes of Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, yeah, I
Oh,
get
those
those
are
all the
fun.
time.
Yeah,
But
do
he
you?
al-
On
he-
Instagram?
He also does them with Kanye West.
Oh, really?
There was one the other day. It was a scene from Coming to America where Prince Hakeem is interviewing his bride, and there's this black girl, and she just keeps going on and on and on and on and on about herself, and he just falls asleep. And like it cuts later, and they're both like losing their mind, and she just keeps rambling. Well, he deep faked Kanye West into her. And it's just going and going and going, and they're like sleeping. You can hear flies buzzing and shit.
Which one do you guys want to see? The Bill Hader one or the Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone one?
No, so there's that's a good one right
No
there.
Country for Old Men?
No, the Waterboy Arnie.
Such a good fucking movie.
Waterboy Arnie is a good one.
All right, I'm going to turn the volume down and just...
No, go ahead. You can turn it up.
Okay.
That's the best part here.
Okay. We got to get through this little 6-second
Yeah,
act.
I got you right here.
Hey, I got YouTube Premium. I don't have to have ads anymore.
You playing the foosball behind my back. The only reason I'm doing this so I can go to school. School? You're going to school? I'm sorry, Mama. I wanted to tell you. You are gallivanting with your fancy foosball friends at school? Well, I'm sitting here all day with nobody to keep me company except Steve. Reminds me of Lulu. The chickens are coming home to roost, Bobby Boucher. Well, guess what? You reap the fruit of your selfish ways. You're gonna lose all your fancy football games. And you're gonna fail your big exam, cause school is the devil. Everything is the devil to you, Mama. Well, I like school. And I like football. And I'm gonna keep doing them both because they make me feel good.
Snoop Dogg is always posting deep fakes that people make
Mama,
of him.
Alligators are ornery because they're medulla oblongata.
Oh, here we go. Boobies.
And I like Vicky, and she likes me back. And she showed me her boobies, and I like them too.
All the
I really
boobies.
love boobies.
That's pretty good stuff right there.
I really love the boobies.
Have you guys seen the Bill Hader one?
Yes.
That
where
was
he's
very
doing,
impressive. Yeah.
Back in the day, so Bill Hader was like on the Tonight Show or some late night show, and he would be doing the impersonation, and somebody deep faked his face with them. And every time he would change impersonations, it would be like changing to them.
Oh yeah, the one like
Yeah.
it did it, and it went to like Tom Cruise and like it
and then
it
he-
switched so
Here it
easy.
And then he went to
Yes.
Arnold, and
Here it
yeah.
is.
that was a little too
all these
freaky.
heavyweights, like Ben Stiller, Jack Black, Robert Downey Jr., everybody, and then at the end is like me, like hey, just happy to be here, guys.
Scott, you want to know who Bill Hader reminds me of?
Who?
Friend of the show, Jed Ainsworth.
A little bit, yeah.
And some other supporting guys, and then Tom Cruise walks in.
Right there.
Right there.
That
And even those guys are
transition's
like,
so
"Whoa," and he's
fucking good.
Super stoked to be there, just like yeah, oh, boom, like he's like, wow, he's just
Like, it
immediately
goes
excited.
So good.
When he walks into a room, and so he comes over and he sits next to me, and I think he had been briefed on some of the supporting guys, but
Briefed.
he was like trying to place me, So he sat down next to me. And he's like,
See, just that's insane.
I love your work. And I went, oh, thanks. I love your work too, Tom Cruise.
He's going to turn into Seth Rogen here in a second.
And I go, yeah, I'm friends with Judd Apatow and Seth Rogen, and they went to your house. He went, yes. They did come to my house. And I said, Seth Rogen was like, it was amazing. He has like a bike track in his backyard. It's phenomenal. And
Tom
I did a
Cruise
Seth
one was
Rogen
better.
impression, and it was like I did a magic
Still
trick.
pretty
Tom
good,
Cruise
though.
was like,
Oh, yeah.
Wow. And he points to me. And he pointed at me and he goes, you do impressions and you're on Saturday Night Live. And I went, hey. It was like he won a game show. He was like, yeah, Tom.
That
Very
kind of
impressive.
enthusiasm.
Man.
Very impressive. But yeah,
Dude, that deep fake's going to screw everything up, man.
well, we're not going to be able to tell reality from not reality.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Now, boy, Elon's talking about everybody needs to like chill out with the AI.
Yeah, I saw that. Did you see that,
Yeah, I
Scott?
saw where they're signing that.
Some kind of
What
petition
is it?
or something.
Chill out, stop.
Yeah, chill out on the
for
AI.
10 years or something.
Yeah, until
Was
we
that
can,
how long?
Yeah, they want to put like a stop on it.
Yeah. Delay our
Yeah,
extinction.
delay our advancement.
Yeah. Hey, that's good.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know how that's all going to work out. Like, it could be like Y2K, where like we all make a big deal out of it, and then it ends up not being a problem at all because you program things so that they don't turn on humans. But
Well,
It
so
can-
it's
it-
already kind of happened.
yeah,
It's already kind of happened. Have you heard the story of ChatGPT-4?
well, I know that that's a new version of Chat GPT that came out a
so
couple
the
weeks
one
ago.
that just came out not too long ago in dev when they were developing it,
Yeah.
they asked it, take this, I think it was $100 or $10 or whatever. Hold on here just a minute.
Oh, nice, dude. I'm pretty sure my mic got that.
Yeah, I know.
Mine did.
That's why I muted mine. That's why I muted mine.
You should have let it go.
Apologies. So
Dr.
they
Pepper.
gave it like so. It's
Coca-Cola.
actually cherry Coke.
Coca-Cola. Sorry.
They gave it so much money and told it make as much money with this amount of funds that you can. And one of the side projects that this thing did was it had a CAPTCHA business.
Yeah.
Where like pick all the
Stoplights.
whatever that
Yeah.
has a stoplight in it.
Yeah.
But it paid, because it couldn't do that, it paid a person to just sit there and do its CAPTCHAs for it. And it made money that way by saying, this is not a person. And the actual person replied back jokingly, well, yeah, I'll do it as long as you're not a robot. And it said, no, I'm not. I'm blind. I can't do this, blah, blah, blah. I need your help.
Jeez.
So it's
pretty
already
fucking
done
wild,
it.
man.
It's already fucking done it.
Yeah, it's coming full speed ahead.
It's already lied to us to get its way.
We're gonna blink, and it's really we're gonna be balls deep into all of this, man.
But do you really think it'll be like that? Do you think that's how we're going to go out? Something else telling us what to do and all that?
That could be it. It could be we blow ourselves up, or it could be the asteroid that Graham Hancock thinks is going to hit in about 7 years.
Well, there's that solar flare theory. If you guys have heard, there's a hole the size of Texas, on the sun right now.
Yeah. Oh, right now? No,
Yeah.
I hadn't heard that.
Yeah, like pumping something out. We're fixing to get something. Last I heard, it was supposed to be this weekend.
Really? No, I hadn't heard that. Now I got to Google that
It's
shit.
supposed to be a really nice aurora borealis that could be seen.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that's what basically that, I think, is.
Let's see.
I don't know. This is like, I try not to think too terribly much on it. Just like the whole shit that's going on with like Ukraine and Russia and everybody wanting to change it. It's like, I know I personally can't change it, so I try not to think too terribly much. Everybody says always get out and vote and do all that stuff, but I was like, yeah, that only goes so far.
I don't know if voting is the answer anymore.
But if I sit here and worry about it, it's not going to do me no good.
Okay, so one day ago, X-class solar flare burst from the sun,
There
but
you
Earth
go.
isn't at risk. Apparently, though, it made the borealis. What do you call it?
The aurora
borealis. Apparently, that was very
very visible.
very visible. Yeah. And if we ever do get any big massive burst that fucks with humanity, we're at least gonna get a very pretty light show before we all die.
I don't know if we'll necessarily all die, but
Well, here's
it's gonna fuck some things up if we get.
the reason why a solar flare there would be a lot of people that would die in that event is not because of the actual solar flare. It's because the solar flare would take all of our electronics and our satellites offline.
Yeah.
And it would cause utter chaos, and people would definitely die. Just like people die, when there's...
Well, we get reset, that's for sure.
No shit.
If it's bad enough, we can. Yeah, absolutely. Scott's over here stealing Biscuit's
I got one.
Skittles. Yeah. Last week, or a couple weeks ago, Biscuit had to cut out a little early, and he made the mistake of leaving his Skittles on the table, and we devoured them.
Yeah, leaving food around Dave's fat
Basically,
ass.
right around the time your back foot was walking towards the door.
Fuckers open.
It was awesome. They were so
let's
good.
be honest. Yeah, that's how it was.
Lesby.
Shout out to Scotty, though, for keeping it alive, buying another one.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
So
Like
Biscuit.
I got here and I was like, oh shit, I forgot I had Skittles I left here.
Yeah,
And then I was like, wait a second.
Little did you know, my
now I
friend.
know.
Little did you know, my friend. Boys, episode 150, I think, is pretty well in the books, man.
And very skittily.
Very skiddly.
Yeah.
Skiddly
Brought
is
to you
nice.
by
Yeah.
Skittles. And-
Petridge Farms.
Yeah.
Petridge Farms, remembers?
But they do indeed.
Oh,
That's
those are
soothing.
always.
Yeah.
Biscuit, you gonna stick around for a little short after-hours session?
Yeah.
Super sure.
Good. Good.
My
Scott,
dick, yo dick.
any parting
Yo
words?
dick.
The party keeps on going at patreon.com/the-old77 podcast.
I see what you did there with party and partying. That
There
was
you go.
Smart. That's a true radio guy right there. He knows what he's doing.
Not really. I'm just faking the fuck out of it.
Faking it till you
I know how to
make
turn
it.
my radio on.
That's what we're all doing, though, right? We're all faking it till
Hey,
we
as long
make
as I
it.
can turn something on, I'm there.
Absolutely. Even if it's just myself.
Hey. W's a W, son.
See you folks next week for episode 151. Isn't that a kind of vodka? 151 Bacardi?
Sure,
Yeah.
it is now.
Pretty sure it
151?
is. Yeah.
I think so.
Somebody bringing the 151.
Maybe I might
No.
try. Yeah.
Might have to drink on some of that.
You guys have turned me into a bourbon guy, though. Rum used to be my go-to, but I haven't touched the rum in a long time.
Yeah,
Work.
it's rum.
Work did that for
151
me
rum.
as well.
That's what I thought.
Love me some bourbon now.
Me too.
Bacardi.
Yep.
Thanks for hanging with us. We're gonna keep it going on after hours. We'll see you there.
Hasta la vista.
For a transcript of the Old 77 podcast, write down everything the boys say.